Welcome, everybody, to episode 7 of the United States series. So, last episode we got rid of the Mahadin, but as a result, Afghanistan has, they like us a lot less than what they did before. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire 600, well, 100 more agents, and I'm going to invest in fight against terrorism. And going to pull everybody out of Afghanistan. Going to pull everyone out immediately. And then I'm going to go to terrorist groups. And we're going to put all these guys under surveillance. Everson finally corrected this bug where you couldn't put anybody under surveillance in the beginning. So we have 15 people under surveillance.
Our team is in place. The information gathered on this suspect terrorist will be archived directly into his dossier, which you can consult at any time.
Okay, and inflation is really going through the roof. So we're going to raise the interest rate to 5.75. And then I'm going to give raises. So that's 28 billion that we're spending. And then to help combat the inflation, you're going to have to raise taxes a little bit. So tax on large fortunes. But we're going to lower the inheritance tax. And we're going to put a tax on financial transactions. So that's going to bring in 15.6 billion. And we're going to do 1% for value added tax. People aren't going to really like it that much. So then we're going to address the income tax. So we're going to do 9.2 billion in tax cuts. So all these demonstrations don't really mean much of anything. They don't really pose much of a threat. And then we are going to lower the price for a lot of food, make it more affordable. So we're going to do that as a reform. And we're just going to call this the Fair Price Act. So we're going to drop the price in beef, coffee, fowl, let's see what else. Oranges. Do 3% with that. And sheep. Reduce the price by, let's do 5%. And let's go with rice. Okay, so that's going to have about 85% approval, which is really good. And then we are going to negotiate our interest rate again. Negotiate with China. India. Let's go with Russia. And that's going to be it for now.
This loss is so very painful to us all. Dear in our memories, these loved ones will always remain. Each and every one of these families have my entire support in this difficult moment.
All right, so
We are going to attack this company.
okay, so we're going to have our nuclear submarines retreat. They're no longer needed. And it looks like... All right, so this war is still going on. I mean, the majority of the year. Uh, Ethiopia and Sudan have really been going at it. So Sudan is winning slightly, but Ethiopia has more troops. So it's somewhat of a stalemate.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed.
All right, so they want to sell us gold. I really don't need that.
I'd be happy. Sure. I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
All right, let's take 1% off of that.
Very well. We accept your offer.
And let's cut back on the missiles. So let's hold what we have right now. And I'm only doing that because I know I'm going to get hit with warmongering. So I'm just going to put everything to a halt right now and build up a little bit later.
I think you're doing a good job.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us? Very well. We accept your offer. Very kind. You're not. Sure.
So that's done. So our energy surplus is down a bit. So let's take a look at our workforce. Okay, that's good. So actually, let's go into research and invest in agro food. And then we're going to go to education. We're going to invest in agricultural training. And also going to invest in organic food as well.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
The preparations are complete. The whole country is preparing to joyfully celebrate this occasion. It would be a joy if you would participate in the festivities and mingle with the faithful. They would be very grateful and it would send a strong message. But is that what you want?
We'll accept that.
During a previous meeting, during a previous meeting, we negotiated an interest.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed. The
So
bill has been
hopefully
voted on and the law has been passed.
this should help our economy a little bit. Let's look at our growth. That's starting to dip a bit. Okay, so we have a slight surplus, which is a good thing. Let's go to employment. So unemployment's at about 4.1. And let's see, we're going to increase the work week.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed. The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
To win the purchasing power battle and to promote the competitiveness of our businesses, we need to innovate and change our habits. This is why I have decided to increase the legal working week. We will work more to produce more and earn more.
Our last soldiers have handed over to local forces and are on their way back. All our bases have been abandoned. This historic day marks the end of our military presence in this country. There you go. From our side, our only concern now is that our diplomatic and economic relations will be fruitful in the future.
All right. Now, let's take a look at all right, so those agents aren't ready as of yet.
Our agents that have infiltrated this organization confirm their window of opportunity.
All right, we'll see if we could take them
The
down
bill
with what
has
we
been
have.
voted on and the law has been passed.
Let's go into transportation, road maintenance. I'm gonna invest $8 billion in that. Let's take a look at our growth. That's starting to dip down, which is good because the economy was a little bit is too strong when it goes over roughly about 5%. So it was up to 8% at one point. So now let's look at inflation. See if it's still going up, but it's starting to slow a bit. So now let's go to, all right, we increased the work week. So let's just give a slight raise again. And that should help push down the inflation.
Sharing this moment of intense spirituality with the faithful gives me great joy. On this holy day, I thank all of our communities across the country, both those in cities as well as those in small, remote villages, who are all coming together in prayer.
All right, so let's hire some staff for healthcare. And for research, let's hire another 100,000. Media. So we're just going to go ahead and max out the 4G.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Okay, so our food price cuts have been passed. So our economic growth is doing well. Unemployment is okay. So unemployment is down to roughly 4%. So we're going to cut back on employment agency, and we're going to invest that into integration of the handicapped into the workplace. It's still going to leave us with about $10 billion. And let's go with gender equality, which is going to help our rating. And we're going to keep the 8.9 billion for country.
Many people are left in the streets. It is absolutely necessary to do something.
As I predicted, the systematic analysis of the habits of small groups has allowed us to strike a series.
Actually, let me take a look at what that was again. Alright, so is this still dipping? And it is.
Our agent number 1 succeeded in infiltrating the staff. Imponderables accepted, we are therefore able to release a Type E net informational profit. I mean, huge. Ahem.
Okay, this country's going through famine. Let's give them about 5 million. And then Haiti. And let's just, yeah, you know what? Let's just give them, we'll give them 10 million. Missile launcher is complete, which covers a vast area. See, I'm not sure if this is a bug. Like, I don't understand why I'm getting hit with more warmongering, and we're not involved in any conflicts. So let me just double check. Okay, hostility with Pakistan, Kazakhstan, and total jihad. I just kind of wish Everson would kind of scale that portion back. That could be a little bit ridiculous over time. So now let's go back and see if those agents are ready. They're not. Okay, so they haven't even begun hiring yet. So we're going to increase the national agents for security. Let's look at that inflation. It's still not really, it's slowing down a bit, but not as much as it should. So I'm not even sure if that's a bug or not, or if my economy is really at that point. All right, so in a few more days,
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Okay, so minimum wage has been raised, and in a few more days, the work week is going to be raised too. So we only have a quarterly loan of 13 billion, which is very good compared
I
to what
have
we
to tell
were
you that I am filled with pride.
So I'm trying not to really build anything because of the inflation. Let's look at taxation. All right, so one thing we can do, I believe, is raise the tax on gambling. And no, they're not going to go for that at all. So let's go to services and see what tourism is.
The
So
very first
Hyperloop is
Hyperloop
complete.
line opened yesterday with great fanfare. Its top recorded speed reached 1,200 kilometers per hour. The Minister of Transportation was pleased with this achievement, stating that this mode of transportation was as simple to use as a subway, with shuttles leaving every 20 minutes, faster than a high-speed train, environmentally friendly and low noise. However, tickets remain very expensive at this point and seem to be purchased exclusively by well-to-do clientele or the rushed businessman.
All right, so let's just do a 1%. Let's see. Let's do a 1.5% tax cut. Or not tax cut, price reduction for the tourism sector.
Our infiltrated scientific agents inform me that they could be in a situation to provoke a major nuclear accident. This target would be their privileged target. The induced disruption, along with the collateral effects due to the dispersion of radioactive material, could reach a level of 13.6 on a scale of 10, according to a modeling that I performed based on the curve of Bill Chernow. Do you wish to confirm the launch of this operation?
Yes, we'll go through with that. And on that note, I'm going to end episode 7. And I will see you guys the next episode.